Hey, what's up everyone? Hughes from ET Card Collector here. Today is Saturday, July 19th. We are 11 days out from the start of the 2025 National in Chicago. And in my next video, I will go into detail about my plans and some of my goals, what cards I hope to pick up and things like that. But today I went to the Dallas Card Show over in Plano. Now this is put on by the same people that do the Dallas Card Show in Allen, but this is a much smaller show. This show has probably 70 vendors, whereas the big one in Allen has, I would say, 700 or more. Also, this one is just a one-day show, whereas the other one's a four-day show. That said, this show today was absolutely packed shoulder to shoulder. It was hard to move around without bumping into somebody, without having to say excuse me or step out of the way and let somebody walk through. It was impossible to get any footage. And so I will have no footage of this show, but I do want to show some of the pickups. All right, so let's take a look at the cards I got. Every card I got today was from 1957 Topps. A big stack here of pretty much commons. I'm not going to name off all of them, but I will show them. And while I do, I'll tell you kind of why I like the 57s. I started my collecting journey in 1987, and 57 Topps was one of the first sets that's what I call regular baseball card size. I know, obviously not the first Topps set, but in the early Topps sets of the early 50s to mid 50s, they were much bigger. And then some of the early Bowman sets were a little bit smaller, as were like the T206s, Gaudies, Leafs, stuff like that. So that's why I was drawn to this set. Another reason is because the backgrounds. This is one of the first sets of Topps that I remember using the actual background from the photograph and not something that was artistically drawn. I know that some of the early Bowmans had backgrounds that were from the photograph, but this was the first Topps set I can remember, and it showed advertising and stuff like that. So those are a couple of things that drew me to this set. I did pick up two of the Scarce series cards in the lot, a Mont Garcia and a Granny Hamner. I love that name, by the way. There you can see those. I also picked up some semi-stars, Carl Erskine of the Dodgers, Gil McDougald of the Yankees, and Elston Howard, also of the Yankees. I know a lot of people believe Elston Howard belongs in the Hall of Fame, and he may get there one day. But for now, he's just kind of a semi-star. And also got two stars or Hall of Famers. The first one is Minnie Minoso, and there's a quick look at the back. And the second one was Warren Spahn, and there's a look at the back of that. So that's all I've got for you today. I appreciate you watching, and so long.